The Milky Way by Boss. Abbas Hanand was born in Paris, France, but grew up in New York City. His parents are Sudanese. His father was a Sudanese diplomat. His parents thought he was a genius as a kid. He started getting into trouble when he went to Virginia for college. After a robbery attempt that almost left him and a friend dead, he decided to find another route. He started rapping. His brother, who managed J. Cole at the time, played him his music. When J. Cole got his label deal, Boss was the first person he signed. The Milky Way is Boss's third album but eighth project. How do we feel about it?
The Milky Way by Boz. Did you know that J. Cole's manager was Boz's brother?
No, I didn't. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Bozzy.
And by the way, anybody that goes to Virginia for school might end up getting in trouble because ain't shit to do out there.
Damn.
But anyway, how do you feel about this album artwork, man?
Oh, I thought it was pretty cool. I like the kind of distance it kind of provides. Like, it's kind of mysterious or whatever like that. But at the same time, it just kind of flows with the, I guess you could say, the concept of the whole artwork is just like kind of out there, you know, but it's cool.
Yeah, I like the way the album artwork looks. It looks like he went to Africa somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, I think his people are Sudanese, so maybe he was in Sudan.
Yeah.
There's pyramids all over Africa for people that don't know. It's not just in Egypt. But, I mean, he's probably in Sudan. I mean, I don't know where he's at, but yeah, I like it. I like because, you know, like you said, the open skyline gives you the whole feeling that, like, you know, the space.
Yeah.
And then it kind of feeds into like the topic about, you know, love and relationships that he kind of goes into throughout the project.
Right.
And as far as the flow of this project, I thought the flow of this project was actually really dope. You know what I'm saying? He has some cool guest appearances. I don't feel like he necessarily needed them because he did a good job of carrying and everything himself. Yeah. But it did have a different New York sound and vibe to it.
Right.
Because I know he was born in Paris, but he basically grew up in New York. But right. It's like he said on the Icarus joint, like, you know, he's been crafting a new sound for New York, and it sounds New Yorkish in the drums, but it doesn't, like, vibe wise. Like, you get like a lot of chilling island vibes, like, you know, on Sanufa.
Yeah.
You get like the like completely Afro beat type vibes.
Right,
so, yeah.
Right.
How do you feel about the flow?
Yeah, I thought the flow was great, man. I thought he had the perfect blend of, like, you know, the feel good party type of music, but at the same time, you know, it kind of toned down at a couple tracks, but gave him, like, you know, ability to show us, you know, his bars and everything like that. But even with the party tracks, you know, he was just flowing the bars and everything like that. And I just feel like it had the perfect kind of rotation as far as going from track to track wise.
How did you feel about the highlights, man? Your highlights of this
My highlights would definitely have to be Icarus off from the jump. I don't know what it was, but just how it started, it kind of set the tone so well. Front Desk was on point. I love everything about that. Tribe, I already love that song. Boca Raton is just something really, really fun about it. I love both of him and Ferg on the track. It's really dope. Purge, I love his flow on that. His flow is so dope. And how you say it again? Sanufa?
I guess it's Sanufa.
Sanufa, yeah.
Hey, I'm the most mispronouncing this dude, you know.
Sanufa was really, really good. I love what he did on that, and PDA had me going, man. I love that song. But, like, as far as, like, the ones that stand out, those are just a few, but I pretty much enjoyed everything on the album.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to pick a couple standouts on this joint. Like Front Desk, I don't know what it is. I love Front Desk. I love the hook. Tribe is another one. Every time I listen to it now, I just see J. Cole running. Back and forth. The Barack Obama special, I like that a lot. I like Fragrance a lot.
Yeah.
Infinity Plus 2, I don't know who Corey C is, but I really like what he brought to that track. And then I'm gonna say PDA as well, but I'm gonna go with Designer.
Okay.
Because it was just something about that joint I like. I like how you just kept flipping the whole concept of the word designer.
Right.
As far as lowlights go for me, I don't really have many.
Same.
I do want to talk about Boca Raton, the hook. I don't like the hook.
Okay, I can see why.
It's just annoying to me. I like what him and Ferg did with the verses though. I thought it was funny because Boca Raton, that's where Ariana Grande's from, and we reviewed that as well.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
I was just like, kind of cool. It's basically like a kind of like wealthy. It's looked at as like the Miami, like not the Miami, but more of like an upper class part of Florida.
Okay.
That's not actually Miami, but Yeah, it's just something about that hook I wasn't really feeling. But aside from that, man, I don't really have anything negative to say about the joint. I even like the skits. I love the Great One skits. Even though I've heard that skit quite a few times used before, it still fit with this project.
Yeah, man, there's really not much negative to say. I think he had the perfect balance, you know, and I think it's great that we got like an album like this from Boz, because it just shows that he's not just somebody who can make an album like Cole, because that was a lot of things when he started, but he actually crafted a new sound that he can really coin for himself, for real.
Yeah, I mean, and as far as my final thoughts go, I think that Boz may influence J. Cole's sound a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, just from listening to a couple things and how much J. Cole admires him. Yeah. I was just like, I feel like he inspires him a little bit. Like, just the sounds that you're hearing on this project, I don't know if, you know, he was doing this throughout the last 2 years since all of this. And then the other thing is that it's a completely different sound from Too High to Write. Yeah. It sounds nothing like it. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, you might play him and some people might think it's from two different artists, both albums. Right. And I thought that was cool. He, like you said, he created a whole different sound. And, yeah. Yeah, man. I think it's great because, you know, we kind of been getting, like, a lot of, I won't say a lot of depressing rap albums as of late, but like, you know, we've been getting a lot of like, you know, just a real downer type of albums. But like this was the first one in a minute where I was just like, yo, this is a fun, groovy album. At the same time, he's spitting, he's giving you wordplay, melodies and everything. And it's just all on point. And I love that. Yeah. Final grades, man. I get his joint a check. Everybody needs to check this out. Boz is completely underrated. Yes. This is one of the doper projects that we've heard this year. Yes. So everybody do yourself a favor. Go watch the Tribe video and then listen to the album as well. Yeah, definitely. I'll give it a check. You know, there's something for everybody here. You really don't need to skip a track on here. You'll be able to play it from start to finish. And you won't be let down, man. Boz crafted something really fun here as well as really creative.